revisit this for a little bit. Prologues end. That's where we left off in the last video. Last stream. Last night. Which you missed out on, Bobby. Sorry about that. Forgot to tell you. I didn't think I needed to so late. But I usually do. Elmo's World. It's alright, man. You don't gotta apologize for nothing. Mind you, though, last night's stream is up on YouTube, so you can catch up on what you missed. Aww, you've got a little sister.
Time to get going.
Oh, Rean!
That's not weird at all.
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about...
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem.
Wait, did I say that out loud?
I'm guessing everyone
just
else
teasing.
left already, huh?
I ain't got no problem with anybody.
I think so.
For any
I'm
reason.
not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser.
Bro, you can sense people?
Okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who caught on to that. Good job, Elliot. Paying attention there, buddy.
Good morning.
Afternoon.
Yeah, good morning.
Aw.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Ellie. We'll see you in class.
Sure you will, buddy. Sure you will. Freaking smarty pants.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long. She knows it was just an accident, right? Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
Bro, it's
No
a
kidding.
woman.
She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually.
Nah, they'll never understand.
Class 7's got enough tension as it is, with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats.
Oh, that's nicely.
So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
Nah.
I'll certainly do what I can, whatever that may be.
No problem, bro. Wait. Am I actually gonna have to actively go to school?
These past 2 weeks have really flown
God.
by, haven't they? It's funny. I went into this thinking
I'm playing a
combat practice would be
military-based
the
Persona
toughest
game,
part of the
aren't I?
curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
I like Persona.
Well,
This might be
strong
good.
in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias...
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well, too. As are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really
Elliot,
do hope they don't...
Are you telling me
mind.
you're the class dropout?
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but... And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kinda feels like I should address.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get. Like a certain
Oh, I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling when the two of them are in the same room. There's just this...
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity.
That's very true.
I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Machias to drop his holier than thou
Yeah,
act.
I wish there was something we could do to help them get along.
I hear yelling and arguing coming from the other room, but I've also been banned from leaving this room.
And that's where we'd
Christmas
be if we
time,
weren't in
folks.
Class 7.
The only time of the year where you're more than welcome to stay in your own room. Makes life easier on everybody else when it comes to hiding shit.
Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory.
Oh my.
Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Of course they did.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our...
Aww. It's the pompous jackasses in the white coats.
Class 7, I see.
With purple. Hey, at least they got part of the uniform right. Because they definitely ain't fucking pure. As the white would suggest. Ain't no noble pure.
Is something the matter?
But purple
You're just
is
a
a royal color.
ragtag
I'll
bunch
give
of
it that.
nobodies, aren't you? Come on. We're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of
What am I,
advice.
the fashion
You
police?
might be part of a special class,
Shit,
but that doesn't change who
probably.
you are. Never
I don't
forget
know.
your place.
Neither do you.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately,
Don't then.
that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
True.
Yeah, that would... That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really?
So what you're saying is they don't have to do a shit for themselves. They probably don't have to wipe their own ass.
Guess
I
that's
wouldn't
our
be
cue to pick up the
surprised.
pace.
Yeah, sorry.
Fucking pompous
Oh,
assholes.
hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to
Does it really? I got a solution. Join them all. And then stick with the one that interests you the most. And just let the others forget about you. Ha 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 ha.
Stand, bow, be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink. This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions.
Fuck, is this Final Fantasy Tactics?
A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late Emperor
No
by the
takers?
most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young... Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights.
Whoa. You're telling me knights lost their chivalry? No way.
The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a step. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire. and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Dreikel's Raisei Arnor. He would later become known as Dreikel's the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance.
You call this a Renaissance era?
Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Dreikel's army was initially rather small in number. But as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, now, the place where Emperor Dreikels first began gathering his army... Reen Schwarzer, would you care to tell the class?
Oh, Jesus. Go crossbow. Oh, wow. Maybe she does have a crush on us after all. She was nice enough to give us the right answer. And she's blushing again. Of course she is. Haha. Academic points. By making good decisions, acting appropriately, completing quests, you'll get academic points. Oh God. Oh no. I have to do this, don't I? Oh no. Oh dear God. I feel compelled.
Nice
Not gonna
work,
complain,
everyone.
but I feel compelled.
You made it through another grueling day of classes. In
Damn
case you've been living
straight.
under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free... It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Ah, yes. Sleep. I
Will
have
the
to agree.
Academy's
It is
facilities
wonderful.
still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then.
Oh,
Might
God.
be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Okay then.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
You suck as a teacher, don't you?
What?
You should have mentioned it at the
Here
beginning.
it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, that concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you...
Yes, instructor. All rise.
Oh, this will suck. events. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The world needs music. Art? Huh. Didn't expect that. Respectable. I'm glad these two stuck around. It's always good to have a decent party member group. I feel like they're gonna be the core party. Just because I like their attitudes. Oh my. Would I volunteer? Huh. Huh. That's not creepy at all. What building am I in? I'm in the main building. Let's run around here real quick. I think I'm gonna find a request here. There's always a hunt for a quest. Always. There's a need for quests. Kids roll you out, huh? What? Uh-huh. Oh god. No. So many gifts. Oh, there's the entrance. Oh, a fencing club. That sounds like right up our alley, being a swordsman. Yeah, I like the dots there for unite. Oh my god, that's so long. Oh no. Can you foresee my false excitement? I just glad I found the sprint button.
This should be the student union. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but
Hey there.
The teacher just told us.
How's it going? Academy life been treating you well?
Oh, yeah. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others, too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you?
Hey, now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think...
Cheers.
Huh.
All right.
Huh?
Now, which hand is the coin in?
It's in your...
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty... Though, wait.
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good... You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah. Oh, and, the student council room is on the 2nd floor. See you around.
Oh man, he really just charged me 50 cents for that fucking lesson.
Wait!
Ah,
He got me.
good old.
Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room. I haven't met many of the second years yet. Oh well. At least, though, if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else.
Yeah. Let's check out the cultural clubs, since we're right here. Yes. Huh. Wonder what she says. I don't even get yelled at for being behind the counter. That's nice. How do I know what to sell? Huh. Right now everything looks good. Let's not exchange those yet. Campus store? You're not even selling shit yet. You call yourself a campus store. Literary club? I feel like I'm gonna be every club. Is this... You know what? They've gone fishing. It's the fishing club. It makes too much sense. What is this? Chess club? Oh, photography club. Or newspaper club. One or the other. Unused. It's probably gonna be mine. Yeah, let's not do that yet. Noble exclusive salon. No lower class students. What the fuck? That's mean. But I'm in class 7. I'm the best. What do we got going on over here? Huh? What? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that's the auditorium. Endless sprinting! This must be the gymnasium. Yep. Yes. What a jerk. Aw, can't join? There's no quest, there's no way I can join. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go and do the whole thing. Just do the thing. What is this building? It's the auditorium again. Zooming! Story events on the map. Oh, that's cold. It just makes me more cold. Apparently Misty's streaming tonight. Oh shit. I sorry, Bobby. I got caught up in the conversation, forgot I was streaming.
Hello?
Oh,
Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reem Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than...
Is some-
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering...
a few years.
Are you,
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. The name's Toa Herschel. I'm the student council.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Oh god, watermelon soda.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Forgot that existed.
She's seriously the student council president?
Forgot
That's
how good it was.
hard to believe. So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Notebooks,
Our
huh?
student notebooks.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from, and you're even using a different kind of battle orb mix. So yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in the...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle ordnance. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes
That's helpful.
Wait,
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked, which means it's my fault this has taken so long.
oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so... Is that really part of the student... It seems more like something our instructor should be...
Technically, you're right. But and I help out the other instructors a lot too. So I don't mind.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too... So, you just need me
She's
to give
definitely
these to the
getting
other
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do too.
Huh? What do you...
I heard all about it. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work. It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting class 7 off. Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our... Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestige, she said you were all really eager to help out. So I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Oh, that's so evil. So evil.
Thank you, my dear. I leave it.
Why, indeed?
I'm sorry. Oh, how embarrassing.
There's no way I can... No. Instructors, your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way...
But don't worry, it'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from...
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day. And drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing.
Hey, so that's how I get my quests. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'll have to go hunting for 'em.
Dusk already? Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got
Excuse me.
more student council work to do yet.
That's a
Hello?
very large cell phone.
This is...
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you... Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your career. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main... And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of... But alright, I'm happy to play. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping this...
Oh, that's entirely... If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so... Now, there is one question I'd like to ask. Why me? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the and even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into... So what makes me?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
What?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course, but in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, surely even you can see.
Well...
No, not at all.
That's why I decided to give you first dibs. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, so there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place.
Wait.
Beer. It's the weekend, and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, if only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such...
Oh,
Are you
God.
okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just... It seems like you're desperately trying to find. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna pull away with the next big gust that comes along. And make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew, and all transgressions will be forgiven.
Oh, what transgressions? All I did was
Why
ask
not
a few
plant
questions
myself
according to you.
somewhere, huh?
And yes, I identify with the main character. That's my job.
She may have a few
It's
screws
my
loose, but
job.
she's got a point.
That's how RPGs are meant to be played. Ain't that right there, Bobby? Or any other RPG fan in the chat, please.